your dark spots or sunburn, in fact hyperpigmentation in general, is not clearing because you're still making certain mistakes in treating them. So in this video I'm going to be pointing out some of the mistakes you're still making in clearing your dark spots and how to effectively tackle hyperpigmentation. So make sure you watch this video to the end and do not forget to do what? Hit the subscribe button. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're just joining us, my name is Zion and here I talk everything skincare and lifestyle. I share tips to help you achieve the healthy glowing skin you desire. And if this isn't your first time on this channel, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please do hit the subscribe button so that each time I post a new video you will get notified. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be telling you why your dark spots, your sunburn, your hyperpigmentation isn't clearing despite the treatments you're using, despite the products you're using. Now it is possible you are treating your hyperpigmentation but you are not seeing results, and now we are going to be looking at some factors that is affecting the treatment of hyperpigmentation on your skin. Now the first one I would like to talk about is that you are tackling it the wrong way. Now when it comes to treating hyperpigmentation, sunburn, dark spots, uneven tone, just hyperpigmentation in general, you need to look at 4 things. Now if these 4 things are complete in your routine, I promise you are going to treat hyperpigmentation effectively. Now these 4 things are: 1, exfoliating, using products that increase cell turnover, the pigmenting products, and sunscreen. If you can have these 4 things in your routine, I promise you are going to treat hyperpigmentation effectively. Now speaking about the first one, if you are trying to treat hyperpigmentation, you need products that contain AHA like lactic acid and glycolic acid in your routine. Now these ingredients help to get rid of dead skin on your skin, and they allow easy penetration of your product, and they promote an even and brighter skin tone, especially for glycolic acid. If you're trying to treat hyperpigmentation, it is important that you have glycolic acid as your exfoliant in your routine. Now speaking about exfoliating, I know most people are familiar with using scrubs for exfoliating their skin, but I would suggest you go for chemical exfoliants instead of physical scrubs. Chemical exfoliants can come in form of creams, lotions, toners, cleansers. Just make sure that you are getting an exfoliant that will not irritate your skin or cause trauma to your skin. You want to make sure you get either a glycolic acid cleanser, a glycolic acid toner, or just any chemical exfoliant that contains glycolic acid or lactic acid. Now secondly, you want to make sure you are using products that increase cell turnover. And what are the ingredients that increase cell turnover? These are retinoids. Now you can either include tretinoin, retinol, or bakuchiol in your routine. These ingredients increase cell turnover on the skin, and they just speed up the process of you trying to treat the hyperpigmentation on your skin. Then the third one you must have in your routine are the pigmenting ingredients. Now hyperpigmentation occurs as a result of melanin working overtime on the skin. So when a lot of pigments are produced, then it results in hyperpigmentation. So you want to make sure that you include the pigmenting ingredients among your products. And what are the pigmenting ingredients we have in skincare? We have azelaic acid, kojic acid, alpha-arbutin, tranexamic acid. I'm going to be listing these ingredients on the screen so you can screenshot it. So you want to make sure you have the pigmenting ingredients. As you're using your exfoliant, you're also using the pigmenting ingredients. You're also using retinoids. Now the last but not the least is sunscreen. Guys, this one is non-negotiable. You can't tell me that you are not using sunscreen and you want your hyperpigmentation to clear. You are just joking. So it is important that you are protecting your skin against UV penetration, because if you are treating hyperpigmentation, treating and tackling the root cause is more important. When you use your sunscreen, it acts as a filter against the UV rays from penetrating your skin. So you want to make sure you include a sunscreen. And it is not just enough to apply sunscreen in the morning and assume that it's going to protect you for the whole day. You have to reapply your sunscreen every 2 hours. Guys, sunburn is no joke, guys. So you want to make sure you have 4 things: your exfoliants, your depigmenting ingredients that increase cell turnover like retinoids, and lastly sunscreen. Now it's possible you are not seeing results with the treatment of your hyperpigmentation. because all these things I just spoke about are lacking in your skincare routine. Let's go to the second reason why your hyperpigmentation isn't clearing, and that is the fact that you are not consistent and patient. Now, it is one thing to use the right product, do the right things, but it is another thing to be consistent. And with skincare, when treating your skin content, it requires consistency, because your skin actually needs to recognize a treatment going into it and be consistent with it. So if you apply sunscreen whenever you like, you're not exfoliating regularly, maybe you exfoliate like once in a month or whenever you remember, and you barely do your nighttime routine, you're always sleeping in makeup or going to bed without doing your nighttime routine, you might never see results with the treatment of hyperpigmentation on your skin. So you want to make sure you are being consistent, and on the other hand, patient when it comes to treating hyperpigmentation, especially if you're a person of color. Hyperpigmentation is like the bane of our existence. It is normal for us to like have uneven tone and all that, but you want to make sure that you are patient with the process of treating it, because this hyperpigmentation is even something we are born with, right? And over time you get exposed to the sun. So you want to make sure that if you start a treatment, you are consistent with it and you stick to it long enough to see the result. Then another thing I will talk about is the fact that you might be triggering your hyperpigmentation. Now, how do you trigger your hyperpigmentation? Let's say you have acne. Most dark spots result from acne, right? So if you have acne and you're popping your pimples, you're causing trauma to your skin, and it's definitely going to do what? Leave a mark. So after the acne has healed, it's going to leave a dark spot on your skin. So you need to stop triggering your dark spot. If you have acne and you're tempted to pop your pimples, use a pimple patch instead. We have several pimple patches. You can get them at my store. That is the handle on the screen. So make sure that you're treating your acne effectively and not popping it, because the result of popping your acne is dark spots. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is that you need in-clinic treatment. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you, it is not every skin concern that your home products you use at home will cure. So sometimes you need to go for chemical peels, hydrofacials, you need to go for microneedling. Just go for an in-clinic treatment to speed up the process of you trying to treat. You might need to go for 4 sections of chemical peels before you start seeing considerable changes with the treatment of your hyperpigmentation. So it is best that you consult with a dermatologist or an esthetician to know if you actually need an in-clinic treatment, because that could just be the game changer for you guys. And if you want to consult with an esthetician or a dermatologist, I know a lot of people say, oh, there is always the barrier of distance these days. There are estheticians or dermatologists that do virtual consultations all over the world, and if you'd like to book a virtual consultation, you can head on to my store at Dermat on Instagram. That's the handle on the screen, and book your consultation. So 4 things I've spoken about today. 1, you're tackling it the wrong way, and that means you are not exfoliating your skin properly, you are not wearing sunscreen regularly, you are not using products that increase cell turnover, and you're not using the pigmenting ingredients. And I also spoke about how you are triggering the hyperpigmentation. Then lastly, you need to go for in-clinic treatment. So guys, I hope this video has been helpful today. I hope you will start tackling your hyperpigmentation the right way. And if you need any guide on treating hyperpigmentation effectively, do not forget to reach out to my brand at Dermat. We offer skin consultation as well. And if you need products that actually tackle hyperpigmentation, you can go on my YouTube. I've reviewed a couple of products, made recommendations and suggestions about products that tackle hyperpigmentation. So guys, we've come to the end of this video. If this video has been helpful, do not forget to hit the subscribe and thumbs up button. And with that, I'm going to see my next video. Bye.